As you step into the quarter and to the corner of Bourbon and St. Anne, you'll be greeted by this beautiful rainbow fleur-de-lis painted by local artists, tongue-in-cheek known as the Lavender Line. This is the Gay Quarter. I'm Sable Switch, and I'll be your guide to Gay New Orleans. New Orleans has long been known as a bastion of queer culture. And nothing says embracing of all things queer and celebration than Southern decadence. This 4-day festival asks you to show your true colors. It started 50 years ago amongst friends and has continued across the city as locals celebrate all things queer. But you don't have to be here for Southern decadence to be embraced as a queer person in New Orleans. The celebration of all things queer has a long history here. Icons such as Ellen and Miss Bianca Del Rio hail from here, but also Tennessee Williams, who was so inspired by New Orleans that he not only wrote Streetcar Named Desire here, but lived here for much of his life, starting at 722 Toulouse. You can do a walking tour and see all of his homes. But also consider other iconic areas, such as the Gay Carnival exhibit in Jackson Square at the museum. And we even have our own venue with some queer history, Ghost Bar, with a really touching tribute to the upstairs lounge where it used to be. And while this is a sadder part of queer history, this tribute goes to show that we embrace all things here, and everyone's welcome. Getting back to the parades, we just can't have enough. Pride happens in June, and then 2 months later, there's Southern Decadence. So when thinking about visiting New Orleans, remember that you'll be celebrated here for who you are, but that also the city is a bit of a, as mentioned, bastion, and things aren't quite as open outside the city. That being said, when you're coming to visit, I think one tour guide said it best. Here in New Orleans, we welcome you as a guest by making you feel at home, but always encourage you to be extraordinary when others just want you to be ordinary.